I'm live. Hello. If you have no idea who I am, watch the videos or just watch this. I'm not really going to go into detail about it, but I wanted to talk to you guys today about nightmares and night terrors. Now, I don't know about you, but I have post-traumatic stress disorder, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, and major depressive disorder or clinical depression. And also, forgive the shirt. I love it, but it's a little not fitting well with the cut because I didn't know how big to make it, and I apparently I misjudged the fucking size. Okay, so anyways, so I wanted to just do a quick video talking about nightmares, night terrors. Now, as a survivor, I suffer from both. As a survivor, you probably do as well. PTSD is the nightmares. CPTSD is the night terrors. The two of those symptoms can collide, thus giving you a whole new tornado of clusterfuck to deal with. Why does it matter? Why does sleep matter? Why is it important for trauma survivors to have a good, solid amount of sleep? That can be different for a person. That's why I'm not saying 8 hours. It can be different. Now, as you can see, probably, I don't get a lot of sleep. I'm up pretty early. And so far, this is what? Day 8, day 9 of me actually still not being overwhelmed by the darkness. So fucking yeah on that. Congratulations to me. All right, so here's what I want to share with you, and then I will let you go because I know that I sort of if you want to actually, you know what, I'm going to get the article and I'll put it in the comments. But if you want to read what I wrote after researching, I put my glasses on, I'm old. That's the only reason I wear glasses. Why did I even say that? I've had them since I was a kid. Okay, so what I want to find on here is the Nightmares and Night Terrors article I did. Now, I'm going to be doing more work on this now that I'm able to focus and think and multitask and work on work on the business and a million other things I'm working on. But I'll be writing more articles. I have one actually that I'm going to be posting today, which will be based on what I talked about yesterday. So that should be interesting. Oh, I should do one on gaslighting. That would be good. Okay, I did a few more than I thought. Here we go. So PTSD, trauma survivors. The link will be in the comments. I'm sure they will be the only comments until we get some trolls. Love you guys. But seriously, this has some good information about the night terrors and the nightmares and why they are different. And it goes into more detail than I'm going to go into now. So, nightmares happen during REM sleep. Okay. So when you are dreaming, that's when you have nightmare. That's when you have nightmares. Oh, forget this. Yep. Look at the hairy pits. Oh, look at that. I could fly to New York with all the weight I lost. Yeah, that's right, bitches. I have no shame. because I don't care what anyone thinks of me. And this is not, don't go and report me because, I mean, hello? Not sexy, not trying to be, just fucking annoyed by the shirt. Okay, so here's the deal. Starting again, nightmares are something that we suffer from. Everybody has them. Everybody has nightmares. I mean, even the normal people, whatever that means, right? The people who haven't been traumatized as much as us, they have nightmares, and they're just as valid. The different, I'm saying, a lot. Notice that that's like a tick. Like, I've gone through them all. And then you have to train yourself not to use them if you don't want to use them in your vocabulary. That can be very challenging to do as it is used as a placeholder. Nightmares happen during REM sleep. This is something I think most of humanity shares. Night terrors, however, they're emotional. You may associate them with, your nightmare, but the emotion comes from the night terror, which happens after REM sleep. Now, if you have two disorders that have, one has nightmares, one has night terrors, I can just guarantee you that you're going to suffer from really bad nights if you are someone who, responds that way. I certainly was. I haven't had a decent night's sleep, I think, my entire life. I mean, I've always had to be on guard, and I've always had nightmares every single night of my life. There's not one night where I have not had a nightmare. There are some that I can remember still from when I was a kid, from when my biological mother died. I kept trying to find her, it's very annoying. I should do a shot game. Okay. Every time I say, to the people who are not watching this video, do a shot. That would be a fun game. So that is also a placeholder, motherfucker. Okay, symbols. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about symbols, right? So first of all, I am not a doctor. I shouldn't say first of all because I didn't put that first of all, but I am not a doctor. I am not a psychiatrist, a psychologist. I am college educated. I am beyond college educated. I study constantly, trying to learn about my disorders and trying to understand how to become the person I want to be and have the life that I want to be. I want to understand what healing means to me. It means something different to everybody else. Now, symbols are personal. Some symbols, motherfucker. Now all I can do is hear it. But symbols are interesting because you have to wonder if there is an underlying almost like an underlying internet of our ancestors in our DNA, Yeah, no, but it would be interesting if we carried with us some of the things that the people who came before us carried. And so that's an interesting concept for another time. Motherfucker, now I'm doing I should just say Godzilla. Every time I'm Godzilla. I think I'm the only one who would find that funny. I'm going to tell you what my symbols are, and I want to see if anyone else has symbols that they can think of. It's really interesting, and it's interesting to hear someone else's or see someone else's, as well as really looking into yourself and seeing your own. It's pretty fucking interesting. Now, for me, I have themes. Okay. One is water. Now, my biological, now I'm using now. Shit, I cannot stop this. Okay. Biomom, Eileen, I believe that she is the one who passed this love of water on to me. It's how she killed herself on Christmas Eve many, many, many years ago at such a young age. God, she was only 37, 38. I am older than my biological mother. Wow. She gave me a love of water. Oh, I see water. I want in water. I don't care what the weather is. Yes, I have gone in fully clothed on impulse in fall. I think I even did it once in Lake Michigan in winter. But my what happens in my water dreams, right, is first it starts out beautiful, crystal clear water with ripples of sun. You can see all the way down to the white, pure sand below. And then it starts to get gross, like something is just sort of clouding the water, making it nasty or something. It's almost as if a cloud sort of goes over and changes everything. And so then the water turns into the threat. You know, I never have good dreams. My dreams are always bad. I'm always fighting. I'm always trying to save people, save animals. I'm being forced out of a home and I can't pack quickly enough. And I can't, every time I take something to the car, something else is in its place. And then I have to get the animals, you know. One dream that I vividly remember, gosh, I don't know what foster home I was in, but after moving 42 times, being in all the foster homes in Warren County, don't think it really matters which one it was, but I was in a foster home and I had this dream that I was leaving a school and there were hundreds and hundreds of those big yellow, orange, whatever buses. I had no idea which one I was supposed to be on, and I was barefoot. I had no shoes. There was a box of shoes next to me, but they were all way too small or way too big. Okay. So I'm barefoot. I don't know what bus I'm supposed to get on. I don't know where a home is. I don't, you know, and so that dream I had, I think around before I was adopted, I was in a foster home, and I remember having that dream very vividly. And actually, what the hell? I'll share a couple of other dreams with myself. Oh, by the way, just a couple of things. Teeth falling out, wicked common in dreams. And that, Google that shit because I am not an expert at that. But I also sometimes get like, it's like there's a piece of hair twisted in my teeth and going down my throat. And I'm trying to get it out of my teeth. But the only way that I can actually get it out of my teeth is, you know, by cutting them. I mean, that's the only way it'll fucking come out. And so that's not a fun dream. Okay. Dreams, 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 dreams. I have never had a good dream, at least as much as I can remember. I've had interesting dreams. I've had dreams that felt like movies or stories, and I remember being kind of awed by them. All of my dreams are vivid, vivid, vivid. And all of them have some sort of theme. And often I am stuck with a night of going from one dream that melts into another dream that melts into another dream that melts into another dream. And I wake up remembering this shit. And I'm also in a, panic attack because, it was a nightmare / night terror combo. So let's see. What other dreams have I had? 9/11. After 9/11, I had two very vivid dreams, and I am going to be creating an art piece out of one of them. But one dream I had, I was in one of the towers. Now, it wasn't actually the tower, like the way the tower, it was like, you remember Gone with the Wind and that grand staircase? Well, it was like that, right? There's this grand staircase. And if you looked, I keep forgetting to look at the camera. If you looked up, then you could see a huge skylight, and then I guess there were stores and offices, and there were people along the stairs. I was carrying a teddy bear, and I was at maybe the middle of the stairs. I'm not kidding. It was like boom, one pair of stairs didn't go like dream physics is really interesting. So I'm in the middle of the stairs, and I'm carrying a huge brown teddy bear, and I'm screaming at people. I'm trying to get their attention. I don't know why I'm carrying the fucking teddy bear, but I hang on to it for some reason, and I'm trying to get these people out of the building. And I'm like, guys, get the fuck out, get out, get out. But they just ignore me and keep talking to each other. It's like I'm not even there. And I see two kids, boy and a girl, and I throw the teddy bear down, and I run and I pick up the kids, one in each arm, and I run outside. And there's one of those big old tractor things or whatever, that house and building material, like those big vehicles. So there was like one of those things right in front. And so I took the kids, ran, and like hid behind that, and I covered them while the building fell and while the dust settled around us, right? So then I think to myself, Jesus, at least I saved two, you know? But then I looked down, and they had turned to bone, which I watched turn to ash and just disintegrate in my arms. So that was one dream that I've never forgotten. And no, I'm not going to try to recreate that because I'm not a masochist, mostly. So the other dream was beautiful. It was really beautiful. I was standing on a beach. Again, water is a huge, 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 huge symbol for me. And I am on the ocean, on the beach, and it's another beautiful day, just like 9/11 was. Beautiful day. Blue sky. Just that right blue, too. Big, fluffy clouds sort of here and there, the poofy ones they almost seem like you could just, it's really cool. Those are neat. And so those are out, and the towers floated by me. not joking. The towers floated by me in bubbles. And I watched them, and I saw that all around me were bubbles filled with people. And they were just floating. And nobody was hurt. Nobody was sad, mangled, or anything. It was just really beautiful. It was sort of a melancholy type of sad, you know. It was just so beautiful. And I won't go more into that, but that's the one that I'm gonna create the image of. It's just stunning to me to picture it. Anyways, most of my dreams, you know, are me running. Tornadoes have a big thing to do with my dreams for some reason. Don't know why. But I'll like be in the city or I'll be someplace else, you know, and I'll just be like, if I'm in the city, I'm trying to get people to safety. If I'm out in the country, I just stand in awe because it's a pretty fucking impressive sight that there are like, you know, so many tornadoes, little tornadoes all around and big ones in the distance. And it's pretty interesting, but tornadoes became a theme for a while. Haven't had one of those dreams in a bit. Why are dreams important? Why is sleeping important? Especially for trauma victims, survivors. It's so that everyone has a chance to process their day, their thoughts, the trillions of things that we don't actively notice, but that our bodies, our senses do. And we have to file that day away. But in order to do that, we need to be able to process it. And in order to process it, we need to be able to dream. We need solid REM sleep. I'm lucky if I can sleep 3 hours in a row. That's luck. Okay. I dream constantly. They're never fun. They're never happy. It's like, why couldn't I be with Ryan Reynolds on an island somewhere? You know? And of course, you know, look like Harley Quinn. No, I just think it's really fascinating how our brain works, right? There's all these different aspects, and this is one of them. This is something that is very common. Sleep deprivation is huge for trauma survivors. Not being able to sleep, and not amnesia. What is it called when you can't sleep? I totally can't remember the name. Okay, that word though. Fucking idiot. I love it. All of the things that keep us from processing our history, our past, our present, that's being taken away from us when we are not able to sleep. And we are not able to sleep for consecutive hours, you know. I find that exercise sometimes helps. So if I exercise for a few hours, 3, 4, sometimes 5 during the day, then I'll sleep at night because I'll be so exhausted. Sleep is important. And I'm going to end the stream here because it's really all I wanted to talk about today is that, first of all, the decent streak has lasted. Believe it's day 8. I'm not entirely sure. It's wonderful. I'm very tired, though. I'm so fucking tired. Do something kind for yourself. If you can, do something kind for someone else. And remember that you are valid. Your story is valid. Your emotions are valid. However, We each are responsible for how we behave, for what we say, what we type, what we do. You're responsible for yourself, and I am responsible for mine. And I will tell you this right now, I didn't believe that in the beginning. I've learned a lot.